Those who are online are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll get started. But you do it, no? There are 3 problems left in this lineage. I'm saying you do it. So first solve this problem. ஃபார்முலா தெரியாது புக் இருக்குல்ல டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் ஃபார்முலா போடு okay. Where did n go? It is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial. So let's see this question. If NC3 is equal to 220, then what is the value of n? Right? So NC3 is n factorial divided by n minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial. If this is equal to 220, that implies n factorial is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial, the whole divided by n minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial is 6, which is equal to 220. So n minus 3 factorial and n minus 3 factorial will go, right? So what is that you're going to have? n into n square minus 3n plus 2 is equal to 220. Is that right? 220 into 6. So it will be 1320. Right. So n will get multiplied. So it will be n cube minus 3n square plus 2n minus 1320 is equal to 0. Right. Is it going to this thing? Okay, n factorial by see, one of the options is you have to substitute the options and see. Okay, the second way is we need to factorize it. But for factorizing it, we need to understand certain things. How did he get it? It's a cubic equation. How did he apply quadratic equation formula? Then you can't do it. So what we need to do is substitute each number and see. 11 cube is 1331. 11 cube is 1331. So 1331 and 11 square is 121. $363 plus 22. So 1331 minus 363 plus 22 minus 1320. Check how much is that value coming to. It should be 12. Okay, you do one thing. Till then, keep solving these problems. I'll check out the. So finish the problem. Answer 12, I think. See, there are 13 players of cricket, out of which 4 are bowlers. In how many ways a team of 11 can be selected from them so as to include at least 2 bowlers. So at least 2, not 11C2. Nine C? Correct. But that's not the only option. So read this question. It says, there are 13 players of cricket, out of which 4 are bowlers. In how many ways a team of 11 can be selected from them so that they include at least 2 bowlers? So how many bowlers do we have? 4 are available. Out of the 4, you can choose 2. So if you choose like this, then what is the remaining team that you need to select? So out of the 11 required, you have already chosen 4. Right. So how many are available? So out of the 13, 4 is already bowlers means it is going to be 9C9. Means from the remaining 9 players, you are going to choose the 9 players. Or from the available 4 bowlers, you can choose 3 into 9C8. Or you can choose all the 4 to be bowlers into 9C7. All that you need to do is calculate it and find out the value. So here 4C2 is going to be 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 9C9 is 1. NCN is 1 plus 4C3 is how much? 4 factorial by 3 factorial into 1 factorial into 9C8 is 9 factorial divided by 8 factorial into 1 factorial plus 4C4 is 1 into 9C7 is 9 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 7 factorial. Now listen to this. So 4 factorial by 2 factorial, 4 factorial is 24. 24 by 4 is going to be 6 plus 4 factorial by 3 factorial is 4. Because 4 into 3 factorial will get cancelled. It is 4. So 4 into 9 factorial by 8 factorial is 9 plus 1 is 1. So 9 factorial by 7 factorial will be 9 into 8. So 9 into 8 divided by 2 will be 9 into 4. So that will be 36. So 36 plus 36 is 72. 72 plus 6 is 78. And this should be the option. Is that clear? Is it clear? Now next. So you'll go back to the previous problem. Observe. If NC3 is equal to 220, then what is the value of N? NC3 is basically N factorial by N minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial. This is equal to 220. Am I right? So N factorial, you can write it as N into N minus 1 into N minus 2 into N minus 3 factorial, the whole divided by N minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial. So N minus 3 factorial and N minus 3 factorial will get cancelled. This is going to be 6. So it goes to the other side as, so 3 factorial will go to the other side and it will become, I'll write in the next step, it will be N into N minus 1 into N minus 2 is equal to, the 6 going to other side is 1320. Now what you can do is substitute the options in this itself. So when you substitute 11, what are you going to get? 11 into 10 into 9. So 11 into 10 into 9. It's not working. So this is not working. So take 10. 10 into 9 into 8. So 9 into 8 is 72. So 720. Not working. So 12 you substitute and see. 12 into 11. 12 into 11 into 10. So 12 into 11 is 132. 132 into 10 is 1320 and that is working. Let's check with the last also. What about 9? So 9 into 8 into 7. So 9 into 8 is 72. 72 into 7 is going to be, definitely the last digit is not 0. So obviously this is also not possible. So you can directly substitute and see. Okay. Shall I proceed? So third one, try it out. So I'll give you 1 minute time for all problems. Try it out and let me know. Then I'll solve it. So the number of all 4-digit numbers which are all different that can be formed by using the digit 0, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9 is. So they want a 4-digit number. What is the answer you're getting? That should be the answer. Okay. So let's solve this and see. The number of all 4-digit numbers which are all different that can be formed by using the digits 0, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. So how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4. So since you want a 4-digit number, the first place cannot be starting with 0. So how many possibilities are there? How many numbers are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of the 6 numbers, you can use any 5. Right? Here, how many can you use? Since you have used any one of them, you can use 5. Here, how many can you use? And here, how many can you use? So 4 into 3. So 4 into 3, 12. 12 into 5 is 60. 60 into 5 is 300. So you can form 300 distinct numbers. Okay. Let's assume that the repetition of digits is allowed.
6.
Actually, wait. Actually, wait. See, the numbers which are all different that can be found. Actually, I'm also wrong. See, when they say the numbers need to be different, they didn't say they didn't say that the digits cannot be repeated. There is a difference. Try to understand. So correction here. Listen. The number of 4-digit numbers which are all different that can be formed by using the digit 0, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9 is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of the 4 blank spaces, the first place should not take 0. So you can use any of the 5 numbers. Similarly, here, what can you do? You can use any of the 6. And what about this place? You can use any of the 6. Because if it comes out as 1020 and 1002, they both are different numbers. They told the numbers are supposed to be different. They didn't say that the digits cannot be repeated. There is a difference in the question. So 5 into 6 into 6. So 3 6 is 216. 216 into 5 is going to be 1080. So this will be the answer. So 216 into 5 will be the answer, which is 1080. Am I clear? Right? Shall I proceed? So read the question carefully and then do it. Let's see how many of you are able to solve. Read the question carefully, you will get the answer. What did they say? What is the objective of the question? You need to form from how many points that are given to you. So out of those 12 points, how many are collinear? 7. So if you take only those 12 points, how many triangles can you form? Well, you're dividing it with 3. No. Out of those 12 points, you can choose any 3 points. It is 12C3, not 12 by 3. Out of the 12 points, you can choose any 3 points. From that, what are you supposed to subtract? You need to subtract 7C3. Because 7C3 will not form a triangle, it will only form a straight line. So 12C3 minus 7C3 should be the answer. Did you guys understand or not? Why 7C1? But you don't know how they are lying, no? How do you know the orientation of them? When you don't know, how can you say? My basic question is only one thing. For you to form a triangle, okay, let's discuss it. See, the fourth question is the number of triangles that are formed by choosing the vertices from a set of 12 points, 7 of which lie on the same line, means they are collinear, right? So out of the 12 points available, for you to form one triangle, how many points are you supposed to choose? You need to choose 3. But in those 12 points that are available, 7 points are collinear. So the 7 points which are collinear, from those 7 points, if you take any 3, they are not going to form a triangle. So why I'm writing the base as 3 is because minimum 3 points are required for you to form a triangle. So it is 12C3 and 7C3 do not form the triangle. So you have to subtract both. So 12C3 minus 7C3 will be the answer. So 12 factorial divided by 9 factorial into 3 factorial minus 7 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 3 factorial. So 12 factorial means it will be 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into, okay, 10, that's it, no. So we'll stop with this. Yeah. So 12 into 11 into 10, the whole divided by 6. Because 9 factorial will get cancelled, 3 factorial is 6, so it will go 2, so it will be 220. Minus 7 factorial, how you write it as? 7 into 5 into 4 factorial will get cancelled, the whole divided by 6 because, so 6 and 6 will go. So 220 minus 35. So you're going to get 5, it will become 11. So answer will be 185. And this should be the option. Is the point clear? Yes. I hope the logic is clear. Right? Did you understand why we didn't take 7C1? If you take 7C1, what is the meaning? You're just picking one point. It has nothing to do with the triangle. Right? The number of ways in which the letters of the word constant can be arranged without changing the relative positions of the vowels and the consonants. Read the question carefully. They don't want you to change the they're not saying change the position, they're saying changing the relative positions. So try to understand the meaning of it. Here, English is important. So what do you mean by relative positions? Vowels position can be changed among themselves, but their position with respect to that word should be at the same point. That is the twist. Did you understand? Listen, I'll explain, I'll solve this problem. The number of ways in which the letters of the word constant can be arranged without changing the relative positions of the vowels and the consonants. So if you see CONSTANT, what are the vowels here? O and A. O is in the second position, third, fourth, fifth. This is in the sixth position. What about the consonants? First, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, and eighth. So it is totally comprising of 8 letters. So if you don't want the second and the sixth position, means O and A can be interchanged among themselves only between second and the sixth position. That is the meaning of relative positions. So how can you arrange the vowels? In which position? In second and sixth position. How can you arrange them? In 2 factorial ways. Basically 2 ways only. O can be here, A can be here, or A can be here, O can be here. That's it. Yes. Similarly, so consonants can be in the remaining position. Which position? 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8th position in 6 factorial divided by, out of the 6, n is repeating twice. So 6 factorial by 2 factorial into t is repeating twice, 2 factorial. So 6 factorial is 720. So 720 divided by 2 factorial is 4. It will be 180. So this is 2. Am I right? So 720 divided by 4, which will be 180. So how many ways can you arrange them? Am I right? Right. So 180 into 2. So you should not write 180 plus 2 because it is not OR condition. Vowel should be in the second and sixth position and consonant should be in the 1, 3, 5, 4, 5, 7, 8 position. It will be 360. So this will be the answer. Can you come again? See, you got a result from this, no, vowels. You got a result from consonants, no. It is not or condition. Means you're not trying to say that this can happen or this can happen. You're saying this should happen and this should happen. Whenever it is and, you should multiply. Whenever it is or, you will add. Am I clear? Shall I proceed? Try this. The letters of the word society are. You want to copy it? You're done. The letters of the word society are arranged in such a manner that the vowels and the consonants occur alternately. The number of different words so obtained is. So read the question carefully. What do they want? Consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So society, first of all, does it have even number of SOCIETY? 7. So what will be the answer? That's it. So if you observe, the letters of the word society are arranged in such a manner that the vowels and the consonants occur alternately. The number of different words that can be obtained. So how many blank spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. SOCIETY. So in the society, no. In that society, what you need to do is, how many vowels are there? 3. So you can place O here, I here, and E here, for instance. Okay. I hope it is clear. So these 3 vowels can be arranged among themselves in 3 factorial ways. How many consonants are there? 4. They can be arranged among themselves in 4 factorial ways. So 4 factorial into 3 factorial will be the answer. Okay. IC1 into. Okay. Can you tell me the logic? So what did you understand from the question? So okay, 10 alphabets are given. If 10 different letters are given from the alphabet set, okay. Words with 5 letters are formed from these. So they should have words with 5 letters. The number of words which have at least one letter repeated. So what will be the answer? Actually, these kind of problems, no, I'll tell you. I'll just recording it. Just coming from the beginning. 10 different letters of alphabet are given. Words with 5 letters are to be formed from the given letters, right? Then the number of words which have at least one letter repeated. So they want at least one letter repeated, right? How to solve that? If all letters are repeated, then it would have been out of the 10, you would have 10 power 5. Because you can use those 10 letters, 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. So basically, what is the meaning? You have 5 blank spaces, right? So if I use the repetition 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10, I could have used this with repetition if all the letters were repeated. If none of the letters are repeated, then what will it be? It will be 10p5. Why you understood why it is p? Because it's permutation, it is arrangement of letters. So for you to have at least one letter repeated, what should happen? It should be all of them repeated minus none of them repeated. Did you understand this? This is one way of solving. Okay, it will be 10 power 5 minus 10p5. Clear with this? Right. So what is 10 power 5? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus what is 10p5? 10p5 is 10 factorial by 5 factorial. 10 factorial is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial. So how much is this going to be? So 72 into 42. How much is 72 into 42? It will be 4, 28. 14 plus 8 is, how much is 14 plus 8? So 28, 22, 04, 420. So 3024 minus 3024, and there is a 0 here, 30240. So from a lakh, you need to subtract 30240. That will give you the answer. So it should come somewhere around 6,900. This should be the answer. What it is? So it is 69760. Did you understand? These many words can be formed. Two letters repeated means you have to sit and write all the combinations. We write like that. No, at least means you take no. See, for example, keeping this method aside, if at all you want to do, so many letters are there in your hand. Alternate method, you had 10 letters. Okay. So from the 10 letters, how many blank spaces do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So they are saying at least one letter is repeated. So at least one letter is repeated means out of the 10, you choose 1 into how many blank spaces are there? 4, no, 4 are left out. 1 you have chosen. So 10C1 into out of the 10 you have chosen 1, so it will be 9C4. This whole thing multiplied with 5 factorial. So you have to keep writing it like this, because this is basically permutation only, plus Out of the 10, you choose 2. 10 you choose 2 means they're repeating themselves. Into the remaining 9, you choose. Why did I write 3? Yes. So that's how it works. So it keeps going like this into 5 factor. You have to keep writing like this, then you will get the answer. Okay. See, mostly they cannot ask at least 2 repeated. Can you try this? See, with the current rate at which we are going for math, I'm expecting syllabus will be over by November itself. This is August, no? November maximum, December first week. But I hope you're able to solve problems. No, give me an honest feedback. You're able to solve them. You're able to do it independently. That is more important.
Yes, sir.
That you have to tell me. The total number of 4-digit odd numbers that can be formed using the letter 0, 1. Yeah, they can be repeated. No? Because here the condition is odd number. So for you to have odd number, what should be the condition? Last digit should not be even. That's it. It cannot be 0 or 2. Actually, it's a simple problem. Just put 4 blank spaces, you will get the idea. Whenever 0 comes, no, and they are expecting the number of digits always calculated. If 0 is one of the digits, the first place on the left hand side cannot be 0. So think what you're supposed to substitute there. So question says the total number of 4-digit odd numbers that can be formed using 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7 are. Okay. So you want a 4-digit odd number. So 4 digits. So obviously this cannot be what? This cannot be 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can use any of the 5 here. What can you use here? You can use any of the 6. You can use any of the 6, but here you can use any of the. You can only use 4 because 0 and 2 should not be used because it's supposed to be an odd number. So 5 into 6 into 6 into 4. So 5 into 6 into 6 into 4 using the fundamental principle of counting. So how much is it going to be? 24 into 30. 24 into 30 is 720. So this should be the answer. Correct. Shall I proceed? Yeah, try this out. Those are online, are you able to hear? Are you able to solve on your own?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Good. Sorry. 1 by n minus 2. How many of you got that? I don't know what is the answer. Which one? I didn't get you. You made a mistake. you made a mistake in the denominator. I'll tell you, listen to this. What is n minus of n minus 2? So n and n will get cancelled. You will be left out with 2 factorial. Not 1 by 2. 2 fact. Wait. It's not your problem. It's the ratio and proportion. Listen to this. So the 9th question is NPN divided by NP n minus 2 is equal to what? So NPR is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So here r is also n only, divided by, it is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So n minus of n minus 2 factorial. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? So what gets cancelled? N factorial gets cancelled. So this will go to the numerator, no? So it will be 2 factorial divided by, this is 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1. So answer will be 2 factorial and it is 2 itself. This is the answer. Did you understand? So n minus of n minus 2 means n and n will get cancelled. Minus of minus 2 is plus 2. It will go to the numerator. I hope everyone is clear with it. Right? Shall I proceed? Yeah. It's a textbook problem. This I have explained yesterday. We did yesterday, no? I don't know whether it was yesterday or previous class, but we did this same problem. Can you guys try? Go with the concept. I told you whenever they say something is to be together, you need to tie them and treat it as one object. So that the vowels are always together. So what are they? A, U, E. They are together. Sorry, I didn't get you. I think it is daughter only. I think they asked all the consonants and vowels to be together, right? So here it is only the vowels are supposed to be together. But since you know the logic, write it, solve it. So if all the vowels are tied together, treat it as one object. How many consonants are left out? 5, no? So 5 consonants plus one set of all vowels put together will give you 6 objects. So the 6 objects can be arranged among themselves in the 6 letters can be arranged among themselves in 6 factorial ways into the vowels can be arranged among themselves in 3 factorial. So 6 factorial 720. 720 into 6 should be this thing. Okay. So let me solve this. Listen. How many words can be formed from the letters of the word daughter so that the vowels come together? So what are the vowels here? A, U, and E. Treat them as one object. After you treat them as one object, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what are they? D, G, H, T, R. So 5 consonants are left out. So these 5 consonants plus all these vowels tied together is going to be one object. So 5 plus 1, you have 6 objects. These 6 objects can be arranged among themselves in 6 factorial ways into the vowels can be arranged among themselves in 3 factorial ways. So 6 factorial is going to be 720 into 3 factorial is 6, which is going to give you 4320. This will be the required answer. So it is 4320. Shall I proceed? Did I cross? Yeah. So try this. So read the question carefully. Even places are to be occupied with the consonants. So 7 letters are there, 7 blank spaces. How many vowels are there? And those 3 vowels should only be placed in second, fourth, or sixth position. Four, why C3? It is arrangement. It is not C3. 4, I'm giving you the hint already. It is arrangement. Ah. So I want the logic. So how did you get 4P3? See, you should, whenever you read a question, no, you should understand what is the condition they have imposed. Yes. Consonants. Let's see. RC, no, 4 consonants and 3 places. 4 consonants and 3 places, but you have 3 vowels. So listen to this carefully. So question says, the number of ways in which the letters of the word article can be arranged so that the even places are always occupied by consonants. So how many blank spaces are you going to put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So vowel. So these 3 vowels can be arranged among themselves in 3 factorial ways. So you should always satisfy the condition first, and then you need to look at the remaining parts. Into how many vowels, how many consonants are left out? Oh, I'm sorry. Then the answer, yeah, my mistake. Then or else the answer would have been 3 factorial into 4 factorial. I'm sorry. I'm coming from the beginning. So what did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the even places should be occupied by the consonants. So 1, 2, and 3. Sir, there are only 3 blank spaces for the consonants. So out of the 4 available consonants, you can arrange them in any of the 3 places. Into how many vowels are left out? 3 vowels are left out. The 3 vowels can be arranged among themselves in 3 factorial ways. So answer should be 4P3 into 3 factorial. Right? So what is going to be 4P3? 4P3 is 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial, which is 1 factorial, into 3 factorial is 6. Basically, it is 24 into 6. Am I right? So it is going to be 24 to, so 24 to, it is going to be 144. 144 is not there. So 144 into 4 is what is 576. Let me check what is the answer. Actually, there is a mistake I did. See, thing is, we took the vowels, but they told the number of ways in which the letters of the word article itself is arranged. They didn't say that can be arranged so that even places are always occupied by consonant, but they didn't say that the fourth consonant cannot take the odd position. Listen to this carefully. First, what we are supposed to set is we have four consonants, right? So wait, listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 5, 6, 7. The first condition is consonant should take the even places. So out of the four available consonants, you are going to put them in three places in 4p3 ways. Into how many letters are left out? They didn't say that you should use only 6 letters of them. You should use all the 7 letters, because they told the number of ways in which the letters of the word article means all the 7 letters should be used. So how many letters are left out after this? 4. 4 letters, no. 1 consonant and 3 vowels are left out. Okay, so 4 letters are left out. Those 4 letters can be arranged in these 4 blank spaces in 4 factorial ways. So it is not 3 factorial, it is 4 factorial. Okay, so 4p3 is going to be 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 4 factorial. So 4 factorial is going to be 24. So 24 into 24 is basically 576. This will be the answer. Did you understand? You got it, huh? So it is 576. This one, huh? Because how many letters are left out? Out of the 7 letters, you have made use of the 3 consonants. But what about the 3 vowels plus 1 consonant? So those 4 letters should be arranged somewhere else, no? Because they didn't say that the consonants should come here and don't use the 4th consonant. They didn't mention it anywhere. They want all the letters of the word article to be used. But the condition there that is imposed is make sure that in the even position you have only consonants. Did you understand? 12th one. So listen to this. 12th question is, in how many ways can 10 books be arranged on a shelf so that a particular pair of books shall be never together? So the 10 books can be arranged among themselves in 10 books can be arranged among themselves in 10 factorial ways. Right? So if you take the books, if you take the pair of books to be 1, right? So if you take the 2 books to be as 1 object, how many objects are left out? Out of the 10 you use 2, so you have 8. You have 8 blank spaces. So 8 plus this 1 object will become 9 objects. So if you take the pair of books together, then it will be 9 factorial into the 2 books can be arranged among themselves in 2 factorial ways. So out of the total number of ways that you are able to arrange, that is 10 factorial, you need to remove this condition of them being together for you to get the answer for them never together. So the number of arrangements for them to be never together is going to be total options that are available 10 factorial minus you have to remove the options of when they are together. That is 2 factorial into 9 factorial. So 10 factorial is going to be 10 into 9 factorial minus 2 into 9 factorial. Say, take out the 9 factorial outside, into 10 minus 2 is going to be 8. So 8 into 9 factorial, this should be the answer. Is the point clear? I didn't get you. You want me to explain the second step? See, what I did is, did you read the question? They are asking shall never be together. So what I did is, I considered them to be together. I considered that to be one of the situation. When they are together, they both are considered as one objects. So how many more books are left out? You have 8 only, because out of 10 you already used 2. So 8 plus this 1 is 9. So the 9 objects can be arranged among themselves in 9 factorial ways. And these 2 books can be arranged among themselves in 2 factorial. So when I do the calculation, I'll get 8 into 9 factorial. Am I clear? Hello. Even devices of 1000. See, this is slightly complicated one. I'll explain it. You can do the problems which are similar to your textbook ones. So in that problem, the previous problem, I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You remember the prime factorization in your 10th grade? When you know that a composite number can be written in terms of multiples of prime numbers. So for example, 1600, you need to do prime factorization and you need to write it as 2 power m into 5 power n and then start doing it. It is slightly tedious process. That's why you do them. Those kind of problems, I'll do it at the end. So I think this you will be able to solve it faster. The number of 7-digit numbers which can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4 is. How many are there? I didn't count. How many digits are given to you? 7, huh? So actually, it's very simple. 420, huh? I don't know which one. So how did you do it? So it's very simple. 7 factorial divided by. That's it. They're repeated, no? Answer, Nada? 420. Okay. I'll do it for sake of others. Just give me a minute. The number of 7-digit numbers which can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4 is. How much is it going to be? So 7 digits are given. So 7 factorial divided by 2 is repeating itself 2 times. So 2 factorial and 3 is repeating itself 3 factorial. So 7 factorial is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. The whole divided by 2 factorial is 2. So it will cancel this 2 times. So 442 into 10 is 420. So it is going to be 420, option D. Right? What is the answer? So read the question carefully. Whenever they use this word at least, no, logic is, I'll tell you the algorithm or how you're supposed to think. First, find all the cases and find the cases where none of them is there. So from all the cases, subtract the none of them, that will give you at least. So that's what I had been following everywhere, no? So first, can you tell me how many 3-digit numbers are there? So for you to form the 3-digit numbers, what are all the digits that you can use? Why not 0? 100 is also there, no? I'm asking for you to form a 3-digit number, you can use any of the 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 are how many digits? 10 digits. So you can use 10 digits, but the important condition is the first 3-digit number starts with 100 and the last 3-digit number is going to be 999. So 100 and 999. So totally how many 3-digit numbers are there? Every 799. You did 999 minus 100 paniya. How do you want to 900, no? It's 900. See, if at all you get a doubt of that, do you remember arithmetic progression from your last year? So you know how to write the general term, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Write that and you will get the answer. So listen to this. So 15th question is, the number of 3-digit numbers having at least 1 digit as 5 is. So first what I will do is the method I'm going to use is, first I'll find all 3-digit numbers. And second, I will find the numbers without 5, because that is easier for me. That is easier rather than me calculating, because at least is a dangerous term. At least means it can come once, twice or thrice. It becomes tedious for us to write multiple times or case. So that is why what I'm doing is I'm finding all 3-digit numbers that are possible and numbers without 5. So from this set, from this number, if you're able to subtract this, you will get the numbers for at least 1 5. Am I right? So what is the first 3-digit number? It is 100. And the last 3-digit number is 999. So if I take this to be A1 and if I take this to be AN, what is going to be the common difference? Common difference is 1. So we know that AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 into D. What is AN? 999 is equal to A1 is 100 plus N minus 1. So 999 minus 100 is 899. So 899 plus 1 is going to give you the number of terms, which will be 900. So there are totally 900 3-digit numbers. Did you understand this logic? So there are totally 900 3-digit numbers. Out of the 900 3-digit numbers, we need to find out how many numbers are there which does not have 5 in it. So 3 digits are there, 3 blank spaces. So I have the digits between 0 to 9. For me to find out the numbers which does not have 5, what am I supposed to do? What are the conditions that is to be satisfied? The first place can obviously not take 0. So this can be filled with how many ways? It is 8, because I am removing 5 also. So this can be filled in 8 ways. What are the numbers you are removing in this place, in the hundreds place? 0 is removed and 5 is also removed. So how many ways can you fill this one? You can fill it in 9 ways. Because you cannot, if you put 0 here, it will become a 2-digit number, no? Secondly, 0 can become, 0 can come, no? Because repetition is allowed. 100 is different from 201 or 200. So even if 0 comes twice, it is fine, right? So 8, 9, and here I can use 9. So 9 into 9 is going to be 81. 81 into 8 is, say it is 648. So out of the 900 terms, which will have 5 in it, I am removing 648 and it should come out as 252. So this should be the answer. Did you understand the logic? You should not have, because I told, see, because when they say at least 1 digit left, what I'm doing is, at least I told you it's a dangerous case. Why? You have to do this thrice. So you should take what if 5 comes once, what if 5 comes twice, what if 5 comes thrice, and you 3 condition you have to solve. It's a tedious process. You understood the logic that I did? So from all the 3 digits that are available, I removed all the cases where there is no 5 at all. So the numbers, what will you have? You can have at least 1 5, 2 or 3 5s. See, you will be able to understand the logic if I actually simplify this problem and give you. I'll just as a practice for us to understand, because you cannot sit and write all the 900 numbers. Right. So what we'll do is we'll simplify this problem to two digit. Okay, so the task I'm giving you is the same question, change it to 2 digits entirely. Huh? So number of 2-digit numbers that can have at least 1 5. So when I say 2-digit numbers, when used between 0 to 9, how many numbers are there? 10. Huh? You have 19 numbers. No, you have 90. Sorry. You have 90 numbers which are of 2 digits. So starts with 10 and ends at 99. So numbers without 5. So number of, so it will be, so 2-digit means I should not use 0 or 5. So 8, and here I can use any of the 9. So it is 72. Out of 90, if I remove 72, it is going to be 18. Why I gave is not to find out that 18, for us to write and see. So what are all the numbers we can think of? 15, 25, 35, 45, 65, 75, 85, 95. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 have come. So start with 50. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So count and see. Okay. So these are the 18 numbers with at least 1 5 or both numbers being 5. Same logic is applicable there. Like this, if you write, no, you can write the numbers as 105, 115, 125, 135. Like that, you have to sit and write. It will come out as 252 numbers. I hope you could understand. You got your doubt cleared now? Can you do this? How many different teams of 7 players can be chosen out of 10 players? Very simple. You have 10 players, you need to choose a team of 7 players. 10C, that's it. How many different teams of 7 players can be chosen out of the 10 players? Out of the 10 players available, you need to choose any of the 7. So 10C7, which is going to be 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 7 factorial, which will be 10 into 9 into 8, the whole divided by 6. So it will be 3 times, it will be 2. So 4. So 120 should be the answer. This one. You can choose 120 teams. right? இதுமா numbers count பண்ணு. என்ன பண்ற? Okay. How many even numbers? Actually, yeah, there is a problem. So there is a problem with all the digits. With all the digits means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need a 5-digit even number. So when they say even number, what is the first condition that you need to fill? Units place should have 2, 4, or 6. So units place can be filled in 3 ways. Repetition of digits is allowed. So repetition of digits is allowed. How many blank spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Those 4 blank spaces, you can fill them in. The 4 blank spaces can be filled among themselves in 4 factorial. So 24 into 3, 72 should be the answer. Am I clear? Am I clear? So listen to this. How many even numbers can be formed by using all the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 digits. So since they are supposed to be even numbers, the units place should take an even number, which is 2, 4, or 6. This can be filled in 3 ways. So these numbers can be filled among themselves in. Actually, there is a twist here. Can the numbers be repeated? Yes, they can be, no? So numbers can be repeated, no? So numbers can be repeated means how many numbers are you left out with? You still have 5 numbers, no? So 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So it should be 5 power 4. And let me check what is the answer. But here the question is, the answer is given as 72 only. So answer is given as 72 because I don't know what is the solution, but so here they didn't mention it. Actually, there is an ambiguity. They should mention without repeating or with repeating the digits. Because okay, let's take it without repetition. Okay, so if it is without repetition, then you can fill it in 4 factorial ways. So 4 factorial is going to be, the answer is going to be 4 factorial into 3, which is going to be 24 into 3, which is 72. Because they use the word all the digits. See, actually there is an ambiguity. Okay, because in the previous problem, if you see, so in this problem, if you see, they told 3-digit numbers. We used anything between 0 to 9, but we used repetition. That is why we got 9 into 9. But here it is not mentioned. Okay. But if at all this kind of a question comes, you can check with your teacher. Like if an exam it comes, you can ask them whether can be repeated or not repeated. Okay, because their marks are important for you. You're unnecessarily losing it. Right. We'll do one last problem. Right. So 18th one, in how many ways can the letters of the word pencil be arranged so that N is always next to E? N is always next to E. So how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of the 6 blank spaces, if I start with N, what should be the next letter? No, N is always next to E. So E comes here, N should come here. So it can take 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, or 5, 6. So how many ways can it be arranged? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can be arranged in 5 ways, so that when you place them in such an order, right, you can place them anywhere. So how many blank spaces are left out now? When E and N are placed beside each other, there are 4 blank spaces left. The 4 letters can be arranged among those 4 blank spaces in 4 factorial ways. So 4 factorial is 24, 24, 24 into 5 is 120. So this should be the answer. Did you understand? You didn't understand. Why? You read the question carefully. So listen, the letters of the word. So there are 6 letters. All the 6 letters are to be used. But what is the condition to be followed? You need to have E, right? N should always follow E. So if you place E in the first position, N should be in the second. So if E is placed in the second position, N should be at third. So like this, if you keep on writing, E can take 5th position so that N will come to the 6th position. Those are all possibilities. You cannot write the reverse, right? So how many conditions are there for E and N to be placed so that that condition is satisfied? 5 ways are there. Into, since you have used 2 letters out of the 6 available letters, how many letters are left out? 4. Those 4 letters can be arranged in any of the 4 blank spaces in 4 factorial ways. So 4 factorial into 5 will be the answer, which is 120. Am I clear? Okay. So can I treat like this chapter is officially over? Right? So if I give an extra worksheet, maybe this itself has 12 more problems, and there are 3 more problems left out in miscellaneous. You can try that. And from study material also, you can do some problems. So that itself should give you a good practice. Okay. So because we have tomorrow's test is only for complex numbers. We have completed linear inequalities and permutations and combinations also. So that chapter's test and this chapter's test will also come. What is the next one? Binomial theorem. That is also a small one. I will complete it faster. Binomial, then you have sequence and series. Only thing, limits and derivatives will take some time, but that also will complete it. Okay, which chapter is going on school? Complex number for your complex numbers. Huh? What about physics? Motion and plane is over. So that you are writing test tomorrow. Okay. So loss of motion is not started. After projectile motion, directly they'll go to elasticity. That is mechanical. Second word. But anyways, we have to go in the order of the book. I cannot rush like that. It'll affect your 12th. So go like that. So I'll go in my order, but as I promised, I'll give you the recordings of last year. Just have a look at it, you will be able to understand. Okay. For the time being, like whenever you can check it before your school's class so that you can understand fast. So you parallelly attend these classes also, where I'll be starting with work, energy, and power. Why I'm saying is you will be able to relate to it, because you'll be discussing in the chapter. No, there are 2 important terms: stress and strain. Stress is something related to force per unit area. So without you understanding force, you cannot understand the chapter. Second, strain is change in something by original value. You cannot understand. After that, they'll ask you to calculate the energy of something. Energy is basically work done, which comes from the 6th chapter. You will not be able to understand. Okay, it's fine. So if that's the case, we can do nothing. We're going by that order, but I'm just telling you why I'm going in an order, because you need to know why I'm doing it, right? So that's the reason. So let's. I understand that is a very small chapter. That will take only 2 days to complete. For us, maximum 1 day, because I use smartphone. I dictate or something, it will be fast. Okay. So don't worry about it. Those are online. Any questions, guys? All clear? Okay, shall we wind up? Okay.